Hey everybody, welcome to the Midwest Picker YouTube channel. I've got a lot of new subscribers. I'm glad you're here. I try to make a video every week, but man, have I been busy, and it's been a while since I made a video. So I'm glad you're here. Welcome to the new subscribers. This is a What Sold on eBay video. My name is Dave, go by Midwest Picker. I'm a full-time RN, father, husband, part-time YouTube content creator, part-time reseller. In this video, I'm going to tell you what I bought, what I paid for it, and what it sold for. That way, when you're out sourcing, estate sales, flea markets, auctions, thrift stores, whatever, you don't overpay for the item, and then it gives you an idea of what to buy and what you should ballpark expect to get for it. So before I get into that, I have a new hobby coming up. I love the idea of metal detecting. Now, Mrs. Midwest bought me a metal detector 19 years ago. I used it one time in my backyard at my old house, and I found a piece of aluminum siding, put it in the closet, and I haven't touched it since then. I watched YouTube videos of metal detecting, and I know people who do it. I've always wanted to do it, but always been busy with other hobbies like making YouTube content. Well, my reselling is okay. It's a side hustle. It's good income. I don't need the money. So I'm going to start sourcing less and less, and I'm going to get out and I'm going to metal detect. So I'm going to make videos. So technically, the next video I make will probably be me metal detecting. It'll be my first time out. So I'm going to hit my property. I got a newer house with 2 acres. I know there's a lot of iron out there. I don't mind that. I know there's going to be nails and stuff, but there's also horseshoes and buckles and other cool stuff. So I'm going to make a video of me doing that for technically the first time, so that'll be coming up soon. And if it's fun and I'm good at it, I'm going to do more and more treasure hunt videos, metal detecting videos like that. So look for those coming up soon. All right, so let's get started. This first item is a Plasticville model railroad train building. These are really cool. I sourced a whole bunch of these at an auction, a live in-person auction of antique toys. Cost of goods was $1.87. And on this one, I took a best offer of $17. This next item, I'm going to get right to the point. This one almost made me cry. I really didn't want to sell this guy. It just broke my heart. I've had him for, I don't know, 8-9 months, it seems like. Almost a year. He was right up there on the filing cabinet, right in front of Enoch. Dr. W.E.B. Du Bois, Webb Du Bois. It's a doll made by Ida Roberta Bell. She's a custom doll maker from the late 60s, early 70s. I'm not going to get into the whole history because I already made a video on the history of Roberta Bell. I'll link that down below in the description if you're interested in the history of this doll. Now, I source a lot of really cool, weird things. You can see some of it behind me. You can't keep everything, otherwise you're a hoarder and you can't pay your bills. So I have to flip this stuff. And I kept them around for a while, but you know what? I had to sell them. I sourced this really handsome guy from a high bid auction for $14. Did a ton of research. Other ones similar to him have sold anywhere from $149, $189, $239. Really hard to put a price on it. So yesterday, I put them on my eBay store as an auction. Starting price $99.95 with a buy it now of $199.95. Within 24 hours, a woman sent me a message saying, would you take $150? And I'm like, heck yeah, let's do it. I could not turn it down. $14 into $150. As much as Joey is going to miss him and Enoch is going to miss him, he shipped out this morning. A real quick reminder until I get into the other what solds, please hit that thumbs up button. It really helps me with the YouTube algorithm. It helps get this video seen by more people. Also, comment down below if you have any questions about anything I'm talking about. If I forget to say where I sourced it from or you want more information, just put comments down below. I read every single comment and I try to help out as much as I can. Next is this infuser. This is kind of a funny story. I was cleaning out the garage a couple weeks ago. I found this thing. You know, I'm a guy. I don't know what an infuser is. Showed it to Mrs. Midwest, and I said, hey, do you want this? And she's like, nah, just throw it away. So I looked it up. Of course, I look up everything on eBay before I throw anything away. and they're selling for like $100. I was like, hey honey, look how much these are selling for. And her eyes got this big. She's like, put it on eBay. I have no idea where it even came from. We can't remember. Hopefully the person who gave it to us isn't watching this video. Cost of goods is $0. I took a best offer of $67. Boom, out the door. Next are these really cute Siamese cat salt and pepper shakers. Now that I think about it, I have several cats in this video. I love crazy cats. Cost of goods, $3.75. I believe I sourced a whole bunch of salt and pepper shakers from Brian Davis, Mr. Buys a Lot, from his YouTube auction. I'm not sure, but I think so. Sold for $17.95. Not too bad. Next is this really weird E.T.'s head. I didn't even know Topps, who make baseball cards and trade cards and sports cards and all that kind of stuff. They made this little plastic E.T. head. It's hollow, it's full of gum. I have no idea where I got this from. Years ago, probably sourced it somewhere. I don't know. I found it in a box somewhere. Almost threw it away. This is another lesson. Don't just throw things away because you think they're garbage. So basically it's free to me because I don't remember ever buying it, but it sold for $14.95. Next item is a lapel pin. Again, I don't have any idea where I got it from. Still has a little plastic on it and everything, so it's new. Sold for $9.95. Next are these Fun Foods Major League Baseball buttons. If you weren't aware, I think late 70s into the 80s, maybe late 80s, Fun Foods included these Major League Baseball pinback buttons, or sold them. I don't know. They're kind of like baseball cards. They have information on the back about the player and then an image of the player. Not super valuable. I sourced like 150 of these for, I don't know, next to nothing. These sold for $10.95. Another cat. I sourced this cat from my cousin for $5. This is a Fenton figurine of a cat. It's solid glass. Even though it's only like 4 inches tall, it's really heavy. It barely went first class. I listed it for $39.95 and I took a best offer of $30. Now this is like a custard yellow type of glass. It's not uranium. I tested it. I probably should have put that in the description, not uranium. I don't think I have to put a negative in the description, but I did get 5 messages over the course of a month asking me, is this uranium glass? Is this uranium glass? Is this uranium glass? Is this uranium? No, it's not uranium glass. Otherwise I would have put it in the listing, but I'm glad it sold. Made a good flip. Next is this little 8-centimeter Royal Copenhagen decorative plate. I sourced a whole ton of these, a whole tote full, like 63 of them. Came out to like 18 cents a piece. This little plate features Lyndon Baines Johnson, our former vice president, who is kind of, I don't know, he's kind of a jerk if you ask me.
When I gained a little weight, they cut me under there. So, leave me, you never do have much margin there. Let's see if you can't leave me about an inch from where the zipper ends, round under my, back to my bunghole. All right, then. So I can let it out there if I need to.
Listed it for $16.95. I took a best offer of $15. Next I have these 2 little booklets. These are smaller than a comic book. They're very thin, only like 12 pages. Free to me because I've had them for over 20 years and I have no idea where they came from. Almost threw these away. Listed them for $14.95. I took a best offer of $10. Next up is another Royal Copenhagen decorative plate featuring an old boat anchor. I don't ask questions, I just sell the stuff. These are tiny, just 8 centimeters. Same deal, cost of goods 18 cents, listed for $16.95. Took a best offer of $15. Pretty unusual. I had to double check it's not the same buyer. Next up is this really sweet teapot.
Tea or coffee?
Tea.
Sugar?
Yes, please.
Milk?
No, thank
I bought 2 of these on Hybid. Do you notice a trend here? Teapots, dolls, decorative plates, cute little cat figurines. I think I'm really pursuing my feminine side. Anyways, cost of goods was $6. I paid up a little bit because, hey, you know, it's a ceramic teapot. It's really cool. Listed it for $29.95. Took a best offer of $25. Next up are these awesome tobacco cards. I've been selling a ton. Probably every week I sell tobacco cards. And I rarely say it, but I'll say it this time. These are near mint condition. These particular tobacco cards feature sites in Canada, my neighbor to the north. Cost of goods was $2.17. Sold for full asking price $39.95. Yes. These tobacco cards go for good money. Next are more tobacco cards. These feature canines, or dogs to the layperson.
Canines. Dogs to the layperson.
Again, same story. Cost of goods, $2.17. I listed them for $49.95. Way up there, $50. I took a best offer of $40. I'm happy with that. Absolutely. $2.17 into $40. I'll do that every day. Next item is this Jake the Snake Roberts bag. If you don't know Jake the Snake Roberts, he is a retired professional wrestler back in the WWF days. If you don't know who he is, look him up on YouTube. He was a really cool guy. He had a pet snake named Damien who he kept in a bag. So I sourced this bag, sans this plastic snake, but it sold really, really well. With the snake, it's worth about double. Don't be afraid to source pieces, parts, accessories for wrestling action figures, especially from the 80s, possibly early 90s. The spare parts and such do sell very well. So my cost of goods was $2.50 for this little bag. Most people would just pass this up if they saw it like at a flea market or garage sale. And it was kind of hard to price, so I listed it for $24.95. Somebody offered me $19.95 just for the bag, and it sold and it was gone. I was very clear in the title, the condition, and the description does not include the plastic snake Damien. It's just the bag. So somebody might have that little snake and they don't have the bag, or they have the bag and they don't have the snake, so people buy these things. It is amazing. That's the video, guys. Thanks for sticking around this long. Hit that thumbs up. And if you know anybody that would find this information helpful for what I bought, what it sold for, how to sell on eBay, history of Roberta Bell, hit that share button. Shoot it off to some friends that might find this interesting. If you haven't subscribed, I'd really appreciate it if you subscribe. I'm going to be making more and more videos. Maybe some of the stuff I find metal detecting, if it's silver, and it's in good condition, I can sell that on eBay, and you'll see it on another What Sold on eBay video. So that's it, guys. Until next time, see ya.